podcast. Walk with me. Let it ride. That's right. Wanting to be heard in the black man's world, simple, they're complicated, just relax and observe. Breaking down of our families, restructured communities, to wake up and see only your losers are free. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery.
I might not even talk to you about it.
We gotta do podcast on Sunday anyway. If I sing your record from the studio, you're gonna have to listen. Because you can't help yourself.
You can't help yourself.
Can't help yourself.
And I'm trying to get my 10%. So shit, I'm here, nigga.
Hey, say it.
I'm here, nigga.
Listen. We out here cooking.
We cooking, baby. Don't need to show the motion because I'm being aggy about a jersey, nigga.
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to get MJ for a couple more months.
I know that's right. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? This is the Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am. 1.1 out here.
That boy's stupid. This is episode 128. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all, man. So last podcast was our live podcast. But we pre-record our episodes, so we cannot give you a recap this episode on our live pod. All right? We just hope you had a great time. That's all.
And if you keeping up in chronological order, we need to know you doing that because that is dope.
Yeah,
you are an official follower of this show. We ain't gonna say fan. We won't do the fan word. We family here. You family.
That's right.
If you know exactly what he just said, you family.
You family.
And we need to know who the fuck you is. And I purposely said that in incorrect English. We need to know who the fuck you is.
Right. Because you family.
I owe you a hat, something. We gotta talk.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, we gotta promo some shit to you quickly.
Quickly.
We behind on this one.
That's
Word up.
Fact, man.
Where you been, cousin?
You stupid.
Word.
Nah, but I agree, man. Yo, we got a couple of things to discuss. We ain't gonna have a super long podcast today. But we got a couple of things to discuss. We got some things that's shaking and baking in the ecosystem. We're gonna start with sports, and then we'll move on to some other topics. I got one I want to bring up too. And then I see that you actually got some stuff on the list. I ain't even checked the list. I ain't realized you was out here cooking like that, Doc.
Nah, random thoughts that can go on any show. They're not gonna be outdated.
Right. That's a fact. All right, man. Let's talk. Let's go. Let's go straight into the NBA's rules on missing games. I don't have any problem with that. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't have any problem forcing them to play 62 games. You got to play at least 62 games to be qualified for any award. You know what I'm saying? And right now Joel Embiid would have qualified to be part of the MVP race, but he's not because he's already missed more games, and he's now out with a meniscus injury.
Well, see, this is the thing. I think it might make sense years down the line.
Right.
I think right now it's tough because you have accolades attached to bonuses on contracts.
Right.
So
it's always been that way.
Yeah, but you set a rule in the middle of that. So the contracts have to eventually catch up to that, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Because you have a guy like Halliburton, if he becomes All-NBA, he gets a big bonus. But he has a hamstring issue. So now they have him playing on the minutes restrictions because they're trying to make sure he gets his time or whatever to get that bonus because he'll more than likely be All-NBA.
But I think they also say if it's a legitimate injury, you could be out. It's not going to affect your race, but I
didn't hear that. I just heard the games have to be played.
No, if you have a legitimate injury, that it won't affect you as it would affect you to just be out.
Yeah, but
it has to be a legitimate injury.
What's
like meniscus is a legitimate injury. Hamstring, that's a legitimate, but it's not. That's a hamstring tear is. Hamstring strain, that's a couple of massages and a wrap.
I hear what you're saying, but he didn't play against the Nuggets.
Right.
Fuck was that? I mean, just like LeBron and AD didn't play against the Celtics, but they played against the Knicks.
But LeBron don't care about none of them damn accolades right at this moment.
No, but I'm saying, but that's the reason why it's in place. You know what I'm saying? Because of that.
Look, man, these old niggas that be talking about players need to play every single 82 games, man. Everything is faster, stronger. It's a different league, man. It's a different league. It's more teams now. It's more back-to-back when they come to these, the way they have the scheduling. I don't care about that. They bring up Jordan. Jordan, when he was with the Wizards, he played 82 games, and Gibble Arenas broke that shit down. He was like, he probably played 2 minutes a game, and then he was out the game. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you could play 82 games when you play 5 minutes and then you back on the bench.
I don't like
majority of the game.
I don't like comparing
Stop
errors
that shit.
because, you know, like I say, now we got the back-to-backs. They tried to cut back on the back-to-backs, but they still have the back-to-backs.
Right.
You know,
And plus, nobody want to play at Denver, man. Denver, that altitude, the way that shit set up, I don't feel like breathing out your lungs all heavy like that. And we know Joel Embiid is a fat ass. That's why his injuries are fat ass injuries. When you an athlete, you're an athlete, a meniscus, that's because you're too heavy. Lighten the load, my nigga. The problem is Joel Embiid came to America. Stop it. He came to America. Stop it. That's different, man. You tell somebody lighten the load. That ain't that, bro. Come on, man. It's like a Mack truck dropping off some cargo. Like, cut it out, man. You can look at me like that.
I wasn't ready.
But that's what that is, man. It's like, yo, if
I know that's what it is. It's almost like, and I think the NBA does do a good job. I think certain things they try are kind of gimmicky, but I just think after a while, this rule isn't going to bother people as much as it does now because nobody likes change. But the thing is, something had to be done with people like Embiid that sometimes it seems like he plays when he wants to. And then he messes around, he does get hurt for real. So now he has to be out.
Right. Blame Pop.
You know what I'm saying?
Blame Popovich. He started this shit. But then players started taking it too far. Other organizations joined in.
But who did Pop do it with, though?
He did it with his squad.
He did it with Tim Duncan at the end of his career when Duncan didn't care about all NBA.
It wasn't always because they were still winning chips.
No, but it was at the last years of his career they was doing it.
Right.
Because it's like they wasn't tripping about none of that. So if the only penalty you would have gave Tim Duncan is he can't be all NBA, he still would have sat out some because he was ready for the playoffs. He wanted to win championships.
Right.
So, I mean.
All right, then. For you, where your bonus is geared around your play. Or don't get your bonus.
I mean, the rule push.
Like,
I just think some of the players are exaggerating it, man. Like, Tyrese Halliburton was hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's young, just in the league. I mean, you got a hamstring issue. I mean, they want you to play 65 games. So you think you're going to miss 17 games with your hamstring?
Right. Hamstring is a real injury. Ain't no bullshit injury, but still.
But you're going to miss 17 games?
No, you're not going to miss 17
The All-Star break is coming. So what you could do is you can miss the All-Star game.
Right.
Let yourself rehab, and you ain't got to worry about it. Your big bonus is going to be the All-NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's as bad as what they make.
But you also get bonuses for making All-Star game, too. Because that's in a lot of people's contracts, too. You make an All-Star game.
They don't take it away if you hurt and can't play. You still get it.
That's true.
So
because you was accepted. You're right.
You trying to prove something to me by playing, my nigga?
But is this Tyrese Halliburton's first All-Star game?
I think it was an All-Star game last year. The first time starting in an All-Star game.
Bro, you don't want, like, I understand as a young player, you're not gonna want to miss that though.
So you gonna risk missing your big bonus?
I'm gonna let coach know, hey, I'm injured. I'm gonna play 3 minutes. I'm on this pine the rest of the time in my joggers, cheering everybody on. I ain't playing.
You could do that.
Yeah, that's all you do. I'm gonna play the first 3 minutes, coach, and then I gotta worry about busting y'all ass.
Nah,
like I'm gonna
play 3 minutes. I'm gonna play 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna touch my hamstring when I'm ready to come out.
Yep.
That's gonna be the code word.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you the Celtics coach. We at the top of the thing. Is y'all, us, in New York, you not gonna run my hamstring bag. I gotta bust y'all ass this year. So
I mean, Doc gonna be coaching, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we let Doc know.
I'm not a fan of that, bro.
Right. Me neither. By the time this episode airs, the All-Star game will be over.
Yeah.
That shit always around Valentine's Day. Nah. That's a lie. By the time this airs, it's All-Star weekend. It's
It'll be
All-Star weekend. It'll be because the All-Star weekend is what, the 16th?
Yeah, it'll be right on time, basically.
Yeah. We start an All-Star weekend.
Yeah, it'll be right on time. Right
Yep.
on time.
That's my thing. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? And we just talk about Tyrese. It's a bunch of other players that really they need to play because they need the chicken from playing.
I mean, that's where a lot of bonuses are. It's mostly all the bonuses and incentives are based on
Your
performance.
play. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So an extra $2 million just for making all NBA.
Word.
And I don't care how much you're making, that's still another $2 million.
That's still another $2 million. I ain't mad at that.
So
I ain't mad at that. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Then people don't like change, man. So they setting these rules. So of course people aren't gonna like it in the beginning.
Hey man, just better get over that shit. Deal with it.
People didn't like the play-in tournament in the beginning. I mean,
they didn't. But I think it was pretty good. I like that they changed the All-Star game back to East versus West. That's the one thing I wasn't a fan of.
Oh, the pick your team thing?
Yeah. It was too street ball-y. You know what I mean? Like, not what we here for. I like the play-in tournament because it brought energy to the regular season. Think about it. Think about the energy it brought to the regular season once everyone figured out what it was about. Like, Cats was really trying to get that shit. Dudes were really playing. So
one thing about sports, man, is I think it's any sport. You and I only talk about basketball and football, but anytime anything has changed rule-wise, everybody hates it in the beginning. Scheme-wise, it's just we just don't like change, man. You look at football.
That's
football don't try to change shit.
Yo, they should.
You know what I'm saying?
They changed the Pro Bowl. That shit whack as hell. It's not in Hawaii.
Forgot about that shit.
They doing like a skills challenge now.
Not watching that bullshit, but they're playing dodgeball, my nigga. And then they having a quarterback throwing accuracy contest, and some of these quarterbacks.
I like that though. I think that's pretty fire though. Like certain things, I think it's dope to extend the game. But the game itself is just not good. The game itself isn't good.
Officiating is terrible.
Ain't they doing flag football this year? They did it last year too. The game was actually a flag football game.
People don't want to get hurt. Football can be dangerous. Because they said even when they play tackle, it's still flag. They don't want you hitting nobody because people can get hurt.
No, I'm talking about flag football, like pulling the flags off your body. Not throwing flags.
No, that's what I'm saying. They say the game is like flag anyway because you can't hit nobody.
Right.
I ain't watching flag football, bro. I like the violence. I like the violence in football.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I do. I like it. Yeah, if I'm playing,
I think the Pro Bowl should be after the Super Bowl.
So Super Bowl people can.
That's what it used to be. You remember, it used to be that the Pro Bowl was after the Super Bowl, so the Super Bowl people can at least be a part of it. And that's the final game to just get busy. You remember that the Pro Bowl used to be after the Super Bowl, and that shit used to be fire. It's the last game everybody saw.
I mean, I remember the Pro Bowl used to actually be a football game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It used to be fire.
That's a while ago. Now I don't know what that shit is.
Flag football.
Trash.
Man, let's talk about Bronny James, man. Talk about the young Bronny James.
I'm proud of the young man.
I think he's doing what he can do.
I'm proud of the young man, bro. All the pressure he got on him, he's not complaining. He's still putting forth the effort. I don't want to say he's not good or not that good because that sounds like I'm giving a backhanded comment. He has to develop.
Yeah, he definitely got to develop. He definitely
let that man develop, man. Like what I don't like, man. And this is, and I look at it as a sign of putting my phone down sometimes, which I'm gradually getting into the negativity people spew about each other. You're laughing at this man because he averages 5 points a game. In my mind, that's what I expected. His first year.
Where he had a heart attack, man.
Yes. Even without the heart attack, I ain't expecting him to do this. But with the heart attack, he's doing this.
Still
now, that's
doing,
the amazing part.
Still doing good defense, blocking shots, rebounding, assists.
He's doing and I'm not even big on it. But what I'm saying is, what makes me feel good about him developing is he's doing all the things nobody else wants to do. Like you just said, he's always back on defense. You know what I'm saying? He's always in position on defense.
Oh.
The only thing, his offense isn't really catching up yet.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? His ball handling and running the offense, he has to learn. But he's a freshman. A lot of freshmen start slow, bro. Like, why do we expect everybody to be a one and done? Will he get drafted because his father? There's a good chance of it.
What I hate is people like, man, it sucks being a LeBron James son and not playing like a LeBron James. So
he's happy. He's happy.
So
with life.
my troll ass said, let's talk about the GOATs, kids. Both of them played. Nigga don't even talk about Jeff Jordan. No one talks about Jeff Jordan.
I don't remember Jeff. I remember
one
of them played. Both
of them played for USC. Both of them played. I mean, UCF. Both of them.
I watched one of them play one time.
Yeah, Marcus. Everybody know Marcus played. Jeff played too. And Jeff was projected to be better than Marcus.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Both of them played. And guess what? Both of them was ass. Not good. Both. Not one, not two, not three.
And one is known
for bagging your fucking your homie's wife.
Yo, that is wild. My son messing with my man's wife? What? Talking about they have sex 4 times a day, 5 times, whatever they say, whatever.
Let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna keep it a band.
It
started to look why Pippen be shitting on MJ, son.
What?
Because he knew his son was in his wife's guts, but everybody was in his wife's guts. Everybody was.
Well, yo, wouldn't it be ugly if he was doing that shit since college?
I'll beat your fucking ass, dog.
That's
what I'm saying. That's true. Jeff Jordan played for UCF. He was number 13. He was he averaged career stats 1.3 points, 0.7 rebounds, 1.0 assists, but he was 38.2 field goal percentage. That's Jeff at UCF. And it's not like he played 1 year. Not that he played 1 year. He played multiple years. Then we got good old Marcus, a.k.a. Mr. Larsa Pippen, Jordan.
He got playing time, though.
Oh, yeah, he did. He averaged 12.3 points.
Because I watched one of his games.
We all have. Rebounds, 2.9 and 2.7. You know what I mean? He was a guard. He was what you said?
Bad. It's not a bad college career, bro.
It's not a bad college career?
No, I would have been proud of you, bro.
You've been proud of Don't be proud of me.
But if you did that in college, I'd have been proud of that. So my man had a good college career. What you mean? I'd have watched the game if he was on the bench. But I'm saying that's a good college
205 pounds. Central Florida.
Yeah, that's a good college career.
So both of them went to UCF. Jeff went to UCF first, and then Marcus followed behind his brother. Because Marcus couldn't follow up where he was at, the school he was at.
But I'm saying, if they had social media back then, they would have got attacked as well.
Bro, they did have social media back then. That wasn't even that long ago.
Not on this level.
Bro, that wasn't even that long ago.
Bro, it was long enough to where they wasn't being attacked on social media like that.
That was like 3-4 years ago.
No, it wasn't. Not exaggerated. Marcus?
That wasn't that long ago, bro.
Marcus
really
wasn't
long ago.
Marcus
I was living in North Carolina while them niggas was still in school.
Not Marcus.
No, I'm from. I lived in Orlando. They wasn't in there when I was there.
I'm saying Marcus wasn't 4 years ago. I don't know about this Jeff guy you're talking about. I forgot about him. I don't remember.
See, look at this Jeff guy. We forget about Jeff, Jordan.
I don't know about Jeff. Well, look, you and I both were kind of hyped about Bryson one time. We saw some highlights.
I think Bryce is gonna be nice.
He really doesn't play that much now. He still needs time to develop as well. I wish people leave him alone and let him play because he has tools. But he
I don't
plays
know
on
what you mean. He
on
don't
pack
play. He still
teams.
plays. He plays actually a lot.
That team he went to, he did not play. That's why he transferred back. He went to a school. He wasn't getting playing time. He transferred back.
They didn't even start the season. I think it was more to that. You got to look into it. It was more to that. It wasn't that he wasn't playing.
I didn't say he left because he
It
didn't
was the
play. I
fact that
said he
he
wasn't
left a
playing.
school and went to another high school, and you have to sit out certain times.
He was on the team. He wasn't playing that many minutes because I wanted to see him play. He wasn't getting a lot of playing time. Then he transferred back. I'm not saying that's why he transferred because I don't know.
When he went to that what's the name team, I'm telling you, I know what happened. I've literally watched those guys.
But I didn't say what happened. I said he wasn't getting a lot of playing time. That's all I said. You assuming I'm trying to badmouth the young man. That's not what I'm saying. I said I wanted to see him play. He wasn't getting a lot of minutes. But that team was stacked, and he was new. It ain't always a good idea to go to a stacked team. Some of these high school teams be stacked.
That's true.
They might not all doing good in college, but some of these high school teams is damn.
That's true.
They doing super teams in high school.
That's very true. Jeff Jordan left UCF at in 2012. That's when Jeff left UCF.
That ain't 4 years ago.
No, that ain't.
I never heard of Jeff. So I didn't know he had one. I thought Marcus was the only son, bro.
What? You literally thought that was the only kid?
I wasn't keeping up with this shit. I remember Marcus in Central Florida because I watched him play one game, and he was mid.
And then Marcus left in 2019. I mean 2013. So yeah, you're right. What 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years ago. Wow, I know what 4 years ago.
Still, social media was popping.
Not like now, bro. 2013. What's that? First time you got on Facebook?
No, I've been on Facebook since in college days. That's when it started.
I didn't get on Facebook too.
Facebook was only open to college students at one point, and then it transitioned to the general public.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
I didn't
You had to have your college login. I remember my homegirl created my Facebook account back in 2006, some shit like that.
Nah.
Yeah, I had a Facebook since 2006. I didn't start using it until about 2011, 12.
Like I said, it wasn't popping like that. Like now, man, they would have tore them boys up, man. They would have been all over the place. He's a bum. They would have called him all kind of names.
I just say, man, let the boy develop, man. Let Bronny do his thing. Let him develop.
He's not playing bad. The person he lost his starting job to is not a bum.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't even watching the game and y'all talking.
Yeah, I mean, let them develop, man. That's all.
He'll be all right. I mean, what if he doesn't play pro? Okay.
This is what it is.
He making some good NIL money right now.
Yeah.
Bryce is too.
And you don't really need it, but, like you said, they're making some good money.
Hey, who are we to say they don't need it? They making their own money. They can say, Dad, this is my money here.
Ain't nobody telling their dad that.
They don't need to.
Dad look at you and laugh like, nigga, I'm the reason why you got that money.
That is true
like,
too.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is true. He said, I'm the reason you don't need no money. So shut your ass up.
Right. Get out of here with that shit. All right, what's next on the docket, man?
That's wild. Shout out to Bronny, man.
Yeah, I want to play this video. I had to sit for a little minute. Not long, but a little minute. Yeah, little bro, keep doing your thing, man. Figure it out, bro. You'll figure it out. Or not. Shit. You do like MJ son do. Run the family business.
He's not a failure if he doesn't play professional basketball.
Really isn't.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think he's done a great job to go this far. He still has a great relationship with his father, which is a big thing to me. And it has nothing to do with the fact that dad got money, because rich kids have social tensions that are public just like anybody else.
Yep.
They family got a dope dynamic. So
I want to play this video on what May said. It's on music, and and just about making sure your
this.
verses and stuff is on point.
Yeah, you got the sound off.
You can hear it?
No.
All right, my bad.
You didn't refresh.
No, it ain't that I need to refresh. I forgot to click this stupid button. I'll be forgetting sometimes. There we go. You'll be able to hear it now. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. We're gonna keep this in, dog, and I ain't about to redo this. But we are going to what Trey said earlier. Refresh.
Yeah. You gotta hit the refresh button.
We gotta hit the refresh button.
And it would be better if people can tell people the truth. I think that's why we were better, because we had people to tell us. We didn't have no internet. Yo, listen, what you call it drop on this same day. You sure that's the verse you want to go with? Right. That's what they was doing to me in the studio, killer like this. D-Dot would go, yo, Mace, you, Busta Rhymes, and Jay-Z are dropping on the same day. Is that the verse you're going with? Let me know.
Yeah.
And just go like this. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm coming out the booth.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And that was it. Yeah. Nobody had to tell you nothing else.
Yeah.
You better go, you better dig deep, nigga.
Busta was at the top of the charts. Janet Jackson on type of shit. Right. Like Busta albums is crazy.
Yeah, Janet Jackson out, and If You Really Want to Party With Me was out. And niggas like, yo, so what you want to do? Because his record is out now. You want me to play it again for you? Like, nah, I'm coming out the booth.
Yeah.
Right. But that's real. Like, yo, and I put if you could have saw my comment, which
I saw your comment. Yeah,
ton of likes. Sad part is these ninjas call that hate. They will say my own team is hating on me.
Sometimes it is hate, but hopefully sometimes it is hate. Sometimes you have to have better people around you if you think people are saying something that's hate. A lot of people don't have the right people around them, so it can't be hate.
That's a lot of times that's ego driven. If your people are telling you,
I'm not saying you're wrong. You said it's never hate though,
bro. If your peoples are telling you, hey, bro, let's revise that verse. Yo, you sure you want to do that verse? If you take it as hate, that's a personal issue. That's a personal. That's not your team hating on you.
Everybody's team ain't solid. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's team ain't solid. His was at the time because D-Dot ain't on no hate shit. But sometimes you gotta hear that, man. Sometimes you can come better on a verse. Sometimes you can come better on a hook. Sometimes it could be the tone of your voice could change. So
right,
I mean, they had a good system back there. I thought that was a dope story though.
I'm just talking about it in general. We're not even taking it on them on their story. I think people in general. I
don't think a lot of people got solid teams around though. You know what I mean? Like if you said something like that to me, I would think on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people got solid teams around them. You know what I mean? But from
so is that your team if it's not a solid team? Then, like I hate that we do that though. I hate that we overanalyze a thought or a process. It's like, yo, let's sit and let's talk about the process. If you got a team and your team is saying, hey, bro, let's revise this verse, and you look at it as a negative, that's an indication on you. That's not your team fault.
No, I never said it was a team fault. I didn't say you were wrong either. I was just adding something to it. No, you're not wrong. I'm not offended if somebody has a comment, because if I don't think you make sense to me, I'm not listening to you anyway. I'm gonna let you talk. But if it's somebody that's a part of what I'm trying to progress at,
right,
I'm gonna think of what it is.
That's different. If it's people that's a part of your team,
you know what I'm saying? When you said to me something's missing, now listen back. I said, "Oh shit, part of the vocals are gone," and you was like, "Relax, LOL." I was like, "No, I'm not mad. I'm just saying half of the song ain't even on there."
Right,
that's why I thought it was missing. But
I think, but that goes into having people of value around you. If you don't have people of value, I got you now. As I start to think about it, if you don't have people of value around you that you could trust to provide you proper information on what you're doing, then once again that's another indication of you not doing your job. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Like niggas you got to bring people around you, man. That's one, not afraid to tell you that you fucking up, or hey, bro, don't do that, or I don't know about that person. You know what I mean? I take it from me as a nigga that as a person that had cats around me that was leeching off of me and happy that I was making some shit shake. And then the people that was around me giving me the information, sometimes you let your ego, it was ego driven that I wasn't listening. When Chris was telling me, yo, I don't know about these people, I don't know about this situation, and I wasn't listening and following that situation, and then when everything fell apart, and guess who is still there? Chris is still there, no matter what. Broke his shit. He's still there. Like, told your ass, nigga. But I ain't going nowhere. You still big bro. And then you look at it like, that's my fault. Why I did not keep the people of value and listen to the people of value around you. I'm glad Mace did.
We don't always call it right. I mean, we don't always call it the right way.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've really never had that situation, but I'm not offended by it. Like if you know, you might have a project and say, okay, I want this project to be 6 records, and somebody say to you, I don't think that record fits. I mean, you got to listen to that.
Yeah.
I mean, because you want to have a nice, you know, cohesive project. You can have a dope, just using an example that I think makes sense. You can have a dope record that maybe not fit, you know, the album itself.
Right. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Or you might have a dope record that might not be a dope record for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could do a record, you could be like, yo, that's your fire, but Trey, I don't think that really fit what you're talking about. Like you went from only you to smacking this nigga. Like,
right now we doing too much there.
Yeah, you might just do that with something else. You know what I mean? But then some people be like, "Oh, you ain't gonna tell me how to spit." I got whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would laugh. I would laugh with you and be like, "Yeah, that shit hard. Use it later for something else." Like,
yeah, that shit on something. Put that on the Tre-Dot story.
Yeah, we wild, right? It's like, but nah, I like shit like that, man, because it's obvious certain records we hear.
Right.
Or even outside of music, certain movements we see, you know, certain clothes people wear. It's like you really don't have any friends because nobody's really telling you anything. Some things are just so extreme. You'd be like, nobody stopped you or checked you
or said
question
something.
you.
Right. Said something, G.
I think out of all social media platforms, I think Facebook is the worst for that.
Oh, yeah.
People will post stuff and you'd be like, this person can't have no friends. Because they are just wilding. Just wild. I've checked on people before, like, bro, you good? Like, I know social media just for fun, but this is just outrageous.
You all right? We copacetic?
Yeah. Then they be, oh, I'm good. I'm like,
I'm just doing some shit.
I mean, okay, maybe I'm out the loop, man. I don't believe in just posting nothing too crazy.
Nah,
I mean,
I'll never do that. I'll troll, but I ain't post usual
troll. Oh, troll, you just looking for a debate. You just looking for something to laugh at, what people think about. But, you know, people will post, just pray for me. I'm going through something. I don't want to talk about it, but just pray for me right now. And it's like,
nah.
People that care about you is scared right now. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not praying for you, dog. I don't know what you got going on, son. I don't know. I might be praying for you to do some evil shit. I ain't doing that.
Bro, listen, you post some shit like that, I'm calling you tight. Like, yo, son, fuck
what
is
we
you doing, my nigga? Fuck wrong with you? Oh, nah, I'm all right, man. The fuck you put it on Facebook for? What is your problem? Acting like you on a ledge about to jump or something, man.
Like you ain't got people to talk to.
Yeah, right. Oh, I can't tell you what it is. I'm going through something right now. It's pretty extreme. I'm not going to tell you, so don't ask me, but pray for me. What?
That's when I pull up at your house. That's when I pull up to your crib, son.
But that's what's going to happen. As soon as somebody do that, they're going to get mad calls. And people like, I said it for nobody not to call. It's like, come on, man. People that care about you going to get nervous now because you're talking crazy.
Right.
It's like if I tell you, you know, I'm just having a rough day or whatever. At the end, I'm going to say, but I'm good.
Right.
I just got to sort through some things.
Right. Yeah.
Then you could be like, okay, just hit me when you free so we can make sure we all right.
Yeah.
Then I'm fine. You know what I mean? If you tell me going through a little something, man, we're not gonna do the pod today, man. But I'm like, you good?
And I've done that.
Yeah, I'm good. But then after you tell me I'm good, I just gotta take care of this.
Yep.
Until you call me, I'm all right. But if you don't say, nah, I'm good, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? I'm putting the hoodie on with the gloves in the car. I'm waiting for the next call.
Right, we trying to figure it out.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I'm getting them loud.
We
I'm getting them
low.
loud.
We getting low. What we doing?
I'm getting older now, so I gotta do some push-ups to loosen up the muscles before I come outside. You know what I mean?
Putting the hoodie on.
What we doing? You know what I mean? I got a good 90 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need.
That's it. Now you're right though. You're damn sure right. Damn sure right. Damn sure right. That's a fact, yo. I like this too. No, I'm gonna ask this before we get to that. No, this will go in there. Current dynamic of podcasting. Bro, I'm gonna keep it a band. I don't like the podcast world right now. It's literally like rap music. It is so oversaturated to, good pods are hard to, swim through. I think we fall into that a lot of times because anytime someone hear our pod or talk about our podcast, they're like, yo, I love the information y'all kicking. I love how this is going. I love this, that, and the third. They love. But of course, our name, once people get past the name, then they're ready to like, yo, this is phenomenal. This is fire. But it's just weird dynamic because when you look in podcasting, you look at like what the people are talking about, and like it's over the top relationship bashing, or now it's a celebration of like you got dudes talking about how I ain't doing nothing for no woman. We ain't doing nothing for them. They gotta come and do this, that, and I'm a high value man. Or you got women. These niggas ain't paying no money, ain't doing this, that, and the third. I ain't messing with no dude with a 9 to 5. I'm listening to this shit like, what the fuck is going on, son?
Yeah, she's a stripper though.
Right.
I mean, how you
like I don't understand it a lot of times. I think it's a lot of quality stuff. Like I'm not that I'm calling out this podcast. What is it? It's something conversation podcast. It's sometimes it'd be like a panel of guys and girls. It's just like that, those little cards. I think they got the people that made those cards also have a podcast, the relationship conversation or some shit. And they got some dudes on there, they be cooking. They be some dudes, they got like 2 dudes that really be cooking. The other 2 dudes, I don't know what the hell this is doing. But then they got this one female that really be on point, or she has a lot of great information. And then they got 2 other women that's like, okay, I see what y'all doing. It's 3 people with rational thoughts, educated conversation thoughts, and the rest of them be on bullshit time.
That's not a bad balance, then. As long as you got a balance, I ain't mad at it.
It's a weird balance, though. It'd be weird sometimes.
It's weird, but it's almost to a point of where the game is so saturated with the totality of nonsense.
Yeah.
The fact that they actually have a breath of fresh air included, makes it better than the rest.
I guess so, yeah. You got a couple people on that podcast, everything. It's like that one podcast where the girl talking about she went on a date and the dude opened the door, and first thing she said was, I was weirded out by that.
No, she's terrible. She's terrible. She's obviously scarred because she's always talking that kind of shit. The thing about it is she recognizes that she's scarred and doesn't make sense.
12 years old. How many fucking days you been on and been this scarred? Like how much low vibrational situations you've put yourself into? You know what I mean?
Some of these women is a lot because they rotisseries.
Okay, say less.
They rotisserie niggas.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact.
If women really understood how so many women don't have none of these issues,
they really don't.
They could just have a conversation with some of these women and realize that these women, and they're even talking about body count, but the fact that some of these women they just have low motion with so many. I'm trying to think of low motion with random individuals.
Right.
These don't have these issues.
No,
some of these women, motion is so intense. I mean, you just got so many emotions involved in you, and so many people inside of your mind and inside of your body. It's just you just confused because you're comparing everybody. The worst thing, even though as young men, we're gonna do shit in college and all that, we did our thing. Been with so many different kind of emotions and kinds of people.
That's a fact.
That shit is damaging, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we didn't know what the hell was going on. And then when we meet the crazy one, we always feel like we can fix they crazy.
They feel the same way.
Yeah, we always try to fix somebody crazy when we young. Like, OGs ain't stop us or nothing. Like, bro, don't be trying to fix other people crazy. That's gonna make you crazy. Cause we all guilty of doing it.
Or they be like, boy, that girl mama crazy. So you know she crazy.
Some people don't outgrow that dynamic.
Nah, they don't.
Because for some people, they get strength in trying to uplift other people. But we should be gaining strength from uplifting each other. And I can't uplift you if you don't want to be uplifted, though. Some people are comfortable. Like you be in a strip club, you always hear somebody say, girl, you don't need to be doing this. You bigger than this. How you know she's bigger than this? All you see is her naked ass twerking.
He's trying to fuck. That's all they're doing.
But that's the line. You're willing to risk it all to take care of this naked woman. And I took it somewhere, though. But you're willing to risk it all.
Right. No, you're right.
To take care of this naked woman that just had her nipples kissed and licked on by 20 niggas before she got to you.
20.
You can smell the breath of these weed smokers on her nipple. And you talk about you could do better than this. Yo, when I lived in DC, I heard that conversation every day. What you do? Yo, I'm trying to pay to go through school. Everybody say that. I'm like,
everybody.
She ain't seen no school since elementary school.
No. As someone that used to run a little strip club back at the college I was at, because you couldn't have a strip club, you couldn't have strip clubs wasn't in our area, it was illegal in the area. A lot of us was from school. Now, a lot of them went to school not in the same area, right across in Georgia or somewhere like that. But a lot of us went to school. We used to work on our, it'd be funny at the end of the night, we were literally working on papers and shit like that together.
I'm talking about the strippers.
Yeah, I'm talking about the strippers too.
That's like 10%, bro.
That's fact. That's
I knew
devil's advocate.
Bro, I knew a stripper in DC that had a regular job. She had a badass crib, always had the illest car. But she wasn't the type of stripper that wild out, though. She was just gorgeous. She wasn't letting nobody touch her. She wasn't really playing with herself or nothing. She was just fine. She'll talk to you, but she never talked outrageous. And I used to always wonder, like, the fuck? She was paid.
But see, look, you was like, what the fuck? You was like, baby, you don't have to do this.
No, I didn't do all that. I ain't never do that.
You didn't say it, but in your mind, baby, you ain't have to do this.
I could almost tell either she got something going on or she used to have something going on because she handled herself too respectful to be in a hood-ass spot.
Right.
And dudes was not
just that money different.
Her.
It's that money different for them, man. They make so much money in such a quick clip. And then when it's time to get out of that, and when they try to get out of it, they realize I can go back to stripping and make that money. Like, why am I not making? You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize that's like it's not to equate them the same. But think about this: like when you're a server at a restaurant, and it's a high dollar restaurant, you're making a ton of money as a server, and then you quit that shit and you do a regular 9 to 5. You used to get money every single day. Like say you was getting $150, $200 a day. That's extra on top of, you know what I mean? Your little money. That's just tips. You're not even talking about your little money. And then you got those good days where you making $300-$400 on that. You work that all day shift, sat on a Friday, and you turn around, you made, $400 or $500, and every day you making this bread. Then you quit that shit and go to a 9 to 5, and you like, man, I'm used to getting money. Hey, like this, I can't do this.
Yeah, you get to the right restaurant in some of these high-paying cities.
Yo, or near college, college students, they tip. They just, a lot of them don't tip, but a lot of them tip because they drunk and they just like, especially, let's keep it a buck, especially around more or less white colleges.
No, drunk white people tip a lot.
Yes, they do.
I was
a server right next to UCF.
Wake up in the morning and be like, the fuck am I?
Yup.
Oh well, do it again.
I used to be a server over there right by UCF at the Applebee's by UCF, and them motherfuckers would come in there and tip. Just tip. What up, Sean? What up, man? And then they be like just tipping. I'm like, all right, cool.
Spending daddy money.
Spending mama and daddy money. Dog, even when I used to sell weed, and deliver pizzas, man. You walk in and you done got tipped 4 or 5 times on the pizza, and they know you dropping off the fire bud.
But let me ask you this though, since you're talking about the European persuasion, do you ever be out, let's say restaurants, parks, any place of recreation, and you see like white couples or white people in groups, and just wonder like, why the fuck we don't do that?
Like I never wondered that. I say we don't party like them. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not party. I'm not talking about party. I'm just saying they just seem to always enjoy the
Yeah,
life and resources around them.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I'm speaking on the same thing. I think they have way more fun than we do.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
have way more fun than
not
we
that
do.
I envy it, but it's
Right.
like sometimes, even if me and you do something like watch a game or something,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think about it like when we walk to the car and we see all of these bars just full of them.
Yeah.
And everybody's just having fun, men and women.
There don't be
Nobody's
no
being
drama.
disrespectful,
No
no
one's
drama.
Mm-mm.
And it's packed, right? And we're
Mhm.
like, damn, like, why the fuck we can't just do that and not have
Yep.
problems and stay open for a couple years without being
Yep.
shut
So
down?
if you look downtown, a lot of those restaurants that we see when we go downtown Raleigh and hang out have been there since I moved here.
That's
I
what I'm
moved here in
saying.
08. They've been there. They've been the same. It's been the same name. You see the same people, and they stay packed and busy.
They're packed and busy, and the
And
vibe is just crazy.
Crazy. Then a lot of our businesses don't last but a few years.
Because sometimes you go in there, it's just so much tension. Like,
Yep. I
everybody
don't know,
hates
man.
you.
I never was envious of it, but I always thought about it. Like when I lived in South Carolina, I used to hang out with a group of, like I used to work at Wild Water and Wheels. So if you know South Carolina, it's a water park in Myrtle Beach called Wild Water and Wheels. So I used to work there as a youngin. My first experience with just hanging out with Caucasian people was a guy there. Him and I used to like chill. Was a dope dude, and I stayed at his house because we was going to a party, and he was like, "Yo, bro, just bring your clothes, man. Stay at my house, man. You know, my mom, she already cool." I walk in the house. I'm a skinny black dude. Mom waving, "Hey, baby," and we chilling, we joking, eat, and then we went in to the party. Big ass bonfire off the ocean. They got a nice pool house setup thing. And I'm just looking at everybody, and everybody is just chilling. Now, I'm the only black guy. I'm the only black guy, one black girl. And we in there just chilling. Normally, I used to be scared of that environment, scared of hanging out with that.
It can be risky. It can be risky.
It can be. But I know I'm always been a knowledge of self, knowledge of person. You can't persuade me to do nothing I don't want to do. You know what I mean? A lot of us get into those situations and we let them talk us into drinking stuff that we don't drink or taking drugs that we don't normally do. Next, you never make it home again. I've never been that guy. But I also like how cool everything was, how everybody did. And when we got back to work the next day, what you did, no one spoke up.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm speaking of.
Yep.
Not from a position of jealousy,
Right.
just from a position of like, what are we be doing? What are we thinking?
Right.
Like even when I go to Cali, man, every place I go, every people we visit, it's like just a different energy of
Right.
people enjoying life and people wanting each other to do well.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like within those functions, everyone in there, if somebody has something going on, maybe they need a new job, maybe something, whatever, need to get the car fixed.
Passing information.
Passing information. Everyone's networking. Like
We used to do that. I don't know about us not doing that now, but we used to do that. That was a big thing.
now I don't want nobody to say, well, I do that. No, it's not about the small 10% of people that do it.
Right.
As a community.
Yeah, as a community, we don't do it. We don't do it.
Not to uplift anything positive, man.
But also when we do have these groups that do it within our community, motherfuckers don't listen.
But we're not, I was gonna say that too. The problem also is we don't do it, but when it's trying to be done, we don't receive it. We don't know how to love or be loved. So it's like, even when you try to do something positive, people don't want to receive it.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk like we got a solution for it. I was just saying that to you because when I see it, I'm like, man, like.
No, I've seen it before. I said this to someone before. Most of the stuff I've learned, I was taught by them. How to respect my business. Had a white guy tell me because he overheard me negotiating my prices with someone. He used to come and sit in my office a lot of times. We would just be politicking. We're just talking because he the one I rented my office from him in the building that he was running. So he would come by and check on me. His office was right next to mine. So he'll come by and check on me and we'll talk and vibe and whatnot. And he was like literally like heard me negotiate my price with two different groups of people, black and then white. White guy told white guy my price, no issue. Told Asian person my price, someone he brought to the fold, no issue. Negotiated my price with a black person, and he realized it was dramatically different. And then I was going through a lot with negotiating my price. So at the end, everything was done. I locked that client in, and he could see I was visibly like, almost regretting it. Like, I can't front. At that time, a lot of my clients that were black, I had the most issues with. You know what I mean? I just can't front. It was just always the cheapest, and it was always I've had to do the most work. And he said to me, he was like, LaShawn. I was like, hey, respect your business. If you don't respect your business, no one else is going to respect your business.
I mean, that's true.
And then he left it at that. You know what I mean? And I knew exactly what he meant when he said that. You know what I mean? Me getting into like back in the day, I used to be in animation doing voiceover work. White lady, a professor. I learned stock market, how to invest. White guy. Anybody black I would talk about stock market and investing, they didn't know nothing about it. I would end up teaching them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've always looked at that like, yo, I can't go to nobody black for knowledge of any information. I can't go to my mom. My mom didn't know none of this shit. Damn sure couldn't go to my dad. Shit, half the time didn't know where the fuck he was at.
Well, a lot of us that do know, we don't want to
Don't tell it.
You know what I mean? Or we act like we don't know, or we act like we don't have time, or whatever combination.
Or if we do give the information, we give it to people that don't want to retain it or kind of shun you for passing information. You think you know more than me. I've heard that before. Well, someone will ask me information, you give the information, and they tell you, you think you know more than me. Nigga, you asked me, I ain't asked you.
I can say this. Anyone that you consider friend, if they never know more than you about a specific topic, I mean, you need better friends.
Right. We all should know something about more than the next man. How we going to learn?
You know what I mean? It got to be something you feel you can call me to talk about that I can enlighten you on. If there isn't, I mean, what are we doing, bro?
Right.
You say shit to me sometimes. I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, I do, but
I know what you mean.
That shit. You be like, well, Trey, you need to go, and I'm like, yeah, I got it written down here, but I do need to go ahead and take care of this shit, right?
Yeah. You gotta hold each other accountable, man. If
no, it's even deeper than that. Sometimes you can have a thought, and you be like, I don't know. Then somebody else say it to you, you be like, yeah, maybe that thought was a good one.
Right.
That was a pretty good one. Okay, yeah, I thought about it. But you ever think about it? And you be like, yeah, I kind of did, but I was like, no, you should do that. Like, yeah, come on, stop playing. You downplaying your shit.
But I think we should do that to one another, man. Who the fuck is this? Don't you hate when you get text messages from folks you ain't hear from in 1,000 years, and then all of a sudden you got a text message from them. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, son.
Sometimes I don't answer them, man. I had a text message from a random number talking about how you been. It's been a while. I'm like,
oh no.
That sounds like somebody trying to trick me.
Delete and block. I want those. I don't know you.
Like, Facebook has this thing where now it's always been that way though, but now they separate the messages from people that aren't on your friends list. Yeah. It'll be like a message request thing.
Yep. That's Instagram too.
But they itemize it better on Instagram.
They do.
Yo, I'm not answering that shit. You making this fake page to send me a message? How do I know who you are?
I swipe that shit and hit delete.
Bro, if you can't, and if your joint ain't got no face on it.
Oh no, we not talking.
Nah.
We not talking. Yo, so let's move on, man. Let's move to the next. Not that one though. Yo, let's talk about vulnerability, because I went back to that Shaq topic again, what he talked about, and I don't want to talk about, because we've already discussed that. I don't want to talk about it that in its totality, but I want to talk about the fact that why do we feel like we can't be vulnerable with the one that we are literally putting our raw meat in? Like, think about that. Think about it. This is a person you're having sex with.
Some people go
and you giving them.
everyone.
No, I'm talking about this is a person that you live with. This is a person you with 24/7, 365.
then I feel you're with the wrong person, or you're not prepared for what you feel you're prepared for.
Or you're the wrong person.
Like I said,
Yeah.
you're not. If you're the wrong person, then you're not prepared.
Right.
I mean, there's a little fear in the beginning. I mean, I think I still battle that sometimes. Certain things you don't want to speak of, but
Right.
I'm not. I don't subscribe to that thought process, and I understand a lot of people loved it and followed it, whatever. But it sounds like you're talking about a random female. No, you shouldn't tell a random female everything that's on your mind and what you
Yeah,
got
that's a
going
fact.
on. But if this is someone that you consider your wife,
Mm-hmm.
and
Or a partner that you're gonna be with for, you feel like you're gonna be with for a long time.
there's a certain level of power with that, and I think you take away from that power when you're selfish with what goes on with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could be a vulnerable situation that she'll pull you out of that you won't have problems with anymore. You know what I mean? If that's your support system,
Right. You're right.
better half, as some say. I mean,
Right. They do say that.
a woman doesn't want to hear you complaining about the same shit, but you shouldn't want to have to complain about the same shit. Find some kind of remedy to overcome it or work through it. I mean, that's what a partner's supposed to be for.
That's what you hope for.
Well, that's the person you selected.
Right.
So you selected a person you feel you can't talk to?
But a lot of us like, yo, you married and you don't speak to your wife, don't tell her nothing. You don't be vulnerable. You don't, let your guard down a little bit. Like that shit is weird as fuck to me.
Bro, I told you on the phone before. I think it was you I told. It might have been Ski. I don't know. But I said, I know a lot of married people, but I only know a few people in relationships, bro.
Yeah, that was me. You told me that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you know different. Dudes is married, talking about, I can't tell my wife everything. Oh no. She gonna bring it back and throw it in my face. Bro, I don't want to be with that kind of person.
I don't want that. I don't want to be with that person. Yeah.
Now, we're not talking about you married 10 years and your wife bring up something. You talking about right out the gate, you
right.
saying she's like this. So
Nah.
that means she's going to do this all the time, consistently.
Nah.
And you subscribe to that.
Nah,
bro, that ain't life, man.
That ain't life at all.
I'm going through depression. I'm telling you what it is. Then I overcome it. And then years later, have a certain situation. Here you go on that bullshit again. I should have left your ass when you first said it. You like, oh, shit.
Right.
Damn. And I'm just saying that because I know somebody that went through something similar like that.
See?
They got that kind of comment. But
I get that kind of comment, bro. It's a wrap.
How do you recover from that?
The first time my lady tell me anything that's like just crazy out the way, I'm looking at her funny. That might be a wrap on here, man.
I can take constructive criticism.
Oh, I love it. I don't mind constructive criticism.
I can take being called a fool, called foolish when I'm being foolish.
Right.
Not being called a fool, but saying I'm doing something foolish.
So foolish, right.
Yeah, I can take that. I can take being called out when I'm procrastinating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But being called out my name,
no,
something like that, no. You know what I'm saying? I prefer.
And we're not arguing in public, neither.
No, I'm definitely not doing that. But I prefer a woman. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's real sexy to me: a woman that can be mad at me and we still go out around other people, and she just treat me like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then we go home, she mad again, but we still do it.
Yeah.
But we ain't mad when we do it.
Right. We mad on the way home.
But we get finished doing it, she still talk that shit.
Right.
I like that shit.
Yeah. You know your ass was wrong, right?
You standing on business. I like that. But you still handled your business. That's wife right there. That ain't wifey.
Nah.
Wife.
Right.
I fucked up, but she still took care of business.
Still made sure I was empty.
But I'm going to have that conversation, though.
Oh, no. The talk got to happen.
I'm going to make this last long. I'm going to give it that good.
Trying to cloud the judgment.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to do all that shit. I ain't done yet. Hold on now. I ain't done. Yeah,
stupid
man.
As hell, man.
Life should be fun, man.
It really should, though. Yeah, it should. Even your relationship, man. Relationship's supposed to be fun, man. Yeah, you're going to have your ups and downs. It's an ebb and flow, but it should be fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be some form of fun. I enjoy mine. Me and mine laugh and joke all the time, man.
You should, man. I mean, every once in a while, yeah. Once in a while, you want to be away from each other. But,
yeah, of course.
But if you single, you still gonna have those days, but you have more of them.
Yeah.
A lot more of them.
Me and mom be in the bed, be late, 2 in the morning. We just talking and joking, laughing and shit. We ain't doing nothing, just laughing. We just up. Like, why are we still up? Looking at the clock. Why are we still up? You know we got shit to do tomorrow, right? Like, just up joking.
Just
Can't
in the
wake up the
house.
next morning.
Just in
like,
the house,
fuck.
just enjoying each other around the
Yeah,
house.
just chilling, bro.
Just chilling, right?
That's it. Just chilling.
Yeah. All right, I take that flex. I get it. Talk your shit then. That's what's up. I'm happy
That's
for
all,
you.
bro. Just be chilling.
I know, just chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Life's
That's
blessings, man.
Yeah, that's a blessing, man. Because hey, a lot of dudes out here can't even chill with their lady without some bullshit.
Then why is that the lady you selected? I'm so confused.
Sometimes I think it's the dude, man. I think it's the conditioning of
No,
it as well.
that's another conversation. A lot of times it be the man.
Yeah, they be causing a lot of the issues within their home or not addressing the elephant that's in the room. And then they come to their homeboys and tell them a whole bunch of shit. And we over here like, man, I wouldn't deal with that type of woman. And I'm looking at it. I know I'm not that.
Like,
I'm not a good friend.
Who is this nigga? Like, who is this nigga that's making all these comments?
Right. I know I'm not a good friend because I'm the first one to ask you what you do.
That is a good friend.
You know what I mean? I think it is, but you know, you got cats like, man, you're supposed to back your brother. Nah, what you do, fam? What you do?
I'm gonna tell you, I think it's dope when a brother can just tell you, yeah, man, I could have handled that situation better. We already discussed, you rarely hear women say that.
Right.
I say rarely, so I'm not saying it doesn't happen. But in a lot of them situations, it do be our fault.
Yeah.
But we instinctively always blame them. Oh, she tripping.
Yeah. We had a situation, me and a homeboy were talking about that the other day, literally just the other day. And he brought that situation up. And I said, yeah, man, this, that, and the third. I said, yeah, I said, dog, that shit was funny, man. We had to go do this, that, and the third, boom, bam. And I said, but do you also remember? I said, after everybody stopped laughing and joking, I looked back at you and I said, what? He was like, yeah, you said, you know, you was wrong for what you did, right? And he was like, and he couldn't do that but look like, yeah, man, you was right about that shit. I was like, I said, we can laugh and joke. I said, but we got to also hold each other accountable for some things that you do, man. If we fucking up, I gotta see, I said, for me, I gotta say something. I can't call you. I can't say I'm my brother's keeper if I don't say, you know you was wrong, but I'm telling you off. It's just us. You know what I mean?
I really don't know why that's a problem with so many people. I mean, and I never thought I would say nothing like this, man. But I guess I'm at that point in life, man. Like, you don't have to marry that woman, bro.
You really don't.
You don't. I mean, you just don't have to marry her, man. If you're gonna marry her and get mad at her because she's trying to be your wife, I mean, what do you want her to do?
Right. Left her for somebody else, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really, okay, she wants you to, she sees great potential in you, and you have a lot of potential. She just wants to ride the process with you of your journey of progression. I mean, you gain a little weight. She wants you to watch your health. She's wanting you to eat healthier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You like 10 credits away from getting your master's. She wants to suggest you go get whatever it is. Like, nigga, she's not trying to get in your business. She's trying to help you expand your business. Like, what did you marry her for? If she's trying to help you and you mad because yo, bro, this is crazy. Yo, she wants to be all in my business. Nigga, she's not going through your phone. She's not checking your pockets. She just wants you to be a better you the same way you want her to be a better her. Like, I don't understand men that have problems with that. Like, I mean, yo, bro, listen.
I'm with you.
You do not have to marry that woman. Like, I had to tell a few female friends of mine over the years. Yo, you can go on dates with that man, but you don't have to make him your boyfriend. I mean, because like all your problems are you. He's been the same way the whole time.
The whole fucking time.
And you keep talking about how I'm done with men. What do you mean you're done? You need to be done with picking them because you do a bad job. We don't hold ourselves accountable for nothing, man. And
no, we don't.
We always talk about how women don't hold themselves accountable because that's.
But we don't either.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
We don't.
We don't. Nope. Got to have some accountability, man. Last topic of the night. Last topic of the show. Should parents always put the children first? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I thought that was a dope piece. When I watched it all the way through.
Right, me too.
I posted it because I wanted to see the comments. and I had 2 comments. The first comment I showed you,
Right.
which I expected to get from somebody because they didn't watch the whole thing.
Right.
The second comment, the woman talked about how she had a situation, and the man wasn't doing his part, kind of thing, and then she found out, he was battling depression or whatever, and they overcame it. Basically, keep it short.
Right.
But basically, what he was saying is, and this is the thing: a lot of times when a child becomes grown and leaves the house, the relationship is torn apart. Because for that whole time, they didn't communicate. They didn't maintain the relationship with each other. A lot of times women will, I dealt with it at a young age and I couldn't handle it. That's one of the things that destroyed my marriage. After I had a child, I didn't matter at home anymore. Everything was my son. My son slept in the bed. He had a brand new bedroom, painted bed, all that shit, but he was in the bed with us all the time. Everything we did, he was there. He was in the bed. I had to wait for him to go to sleep just to do my adult thing and all of this type of shit. I'm young, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I love my son too, but goddamn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not the child's fault. Not at all. It's child. Child is being loved. But, I got what he was saying because I went through it at a young age. It's almost like we didn't have a relationship anymore. It was just my son running the household. Yeah, you want to give your child that proper care, that proper time, but that doesn't take away from the marriage you have at home. Yeah, it doesn't take away. And it's not hard to balance that shit out. I'm talking about come home from work, my son in the bed all the time. Watch TV, watch the game, come upstairs, go to bed. Son in the bed, sleep. Like, son in the bed all the time. Both of them sleep. Like, come on, man. When does he get out of bed and go into his own bed?
Right.
The fuck? This is crazy. And then people always say, fuck that, man. You won't be in my bed. Yeah, but then you fight. So it's really
I can't front. I put those healthy boundaries. Yeah, our son was in our room, but he wasn't in our bed. He was in the bassinet next to us.
Listen to me. How old were you when you did that?
Well, I was in my 20s.
You was in your 20s?
Yeah, I was in my 20s. Sean was born before I turned 30.
20 could be 21, 20 could be 28.
Sean was born before I turned 30. I was 28, 29.
Yeah, you was 28.
Right.
I had a son in college. I wasn't thinking about none of that shit.
I had a daughter before I left.
I wasn't thinking about, but you had a toxic situation. I'm talking about being married and not thinking how bad something can become.
Right.
I'm taking responsibility for it. I let it get started because I'm not thinking it turns into something.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying.
It turned into something.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it turned into something. Now, I did a lot of bullshit around the line. I'm not saying I was mistreated as a husband. That ain't what I'm saying. But as far as that dynamic, I got it. Even with a child, you have to maintain your relationship. I think a lot of relationships fail.
But do we put the children first? Should the children be first?
No. Not if you're going to deprive your mate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't mean you don't love your child.
I agree.
Like, people get the definition of these words and the validity of them wrong.
Wrong. They get them totally wrong.
Yeah, like a lot of women, I would say, my child always come first. Woo, 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 woo. Nah. And I'm like, what do you mean by what you're saying? Does that mean now the husband doesn't matter? He just goes to work, pays some bills, and just has to take his turn to talk to his wife?
Right.
He has to take his turn to spend quality time with his child? Like, what does that really mean? You know what I mean? So, no, I like the piece he put together. I think he articulated it very well.
Right. He did. He did a great job. I think even for me, I agree. I don't think the child should come first.
But you had to watch it twice, though.
No, I did. I watched it the first time and it was on the side. No, I listened.
No, it was the comment.
I read the comment first. Okay, I read the comment first before I totally while I was listening to the thing. Okay. So I read the comment and then I had pressed play. So I read the comment. I was like, oh, I agree. As I'm listening to the totality of everything the person was saying, that's when I came back. I said, I disagree with what this person said. You know what I mean? Because now that I listened to the whole thing and got the full scope of what the person was talking about. But I mean, like I even said, I was in that dynamic, yo. Deshaun was Erica's first child. I'm on my second kid, toxic relationship or not, I'm on my second child. Yeah. And this is her first kid. So yes, I laid a healthy boundary of he can't sleep in our bed. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew from experience that is going to wreck everything.
It
You know what I'm
does.
saying? Granted,
does.
she wanted him to sleep in the bed. I said, no, he can't, but he can sleep on the side of the bed in his own bassinet. And then I explained why, and she understood that. So it was like, all right, cool. But he was in the room, you know what I mean? And for a full year or two, I think until Sean turned about 2, I was fully ignored.
That's my point.
Fully ignored.
Yeah.
Fully ignored. And we wasn't even married yet. We weren't even married. We were still dating. We wasn't even married yet.
I went through that up until my son was like 4 or 5. That's when everything just hit the fan.
I went through that until Sean was almost 3, pretty much 3. And I was, dog, we discussed this. I was on the verge of stepping out. I was right there. I was right there at the cup. Right there at the cup.
I was all over the place, man.
You know what I mean? I was right there at the cup. Dick ready. Straight wilder. Straight wild. I was right there at the cup. And she caught me. She caught me at the cup. She caught me at the cup talking some shenanigans with while I'm hanging out with my son. She went through my phone.
I don't think I did.
She went through my Google chat. Remember with Google Chat? She was watching the conversation live. Yeah, you know, you ain't talking on your text message. You're talking through the Google Chat. But you know, if you know me, you my lady, and you know me, you know my passwords.
I never did that.
You know what I'm saying? So she went into my Gmail account and watched my Google Chat live.
Man, I ain't
right.
That problem. I'm old school. I had the pager going on.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I ain't that old school. I'm in a new school world.
that shit you talking? Ooh, I'd have been in trouble. Man, I've been in
right.
trouble.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it was more or less conversation. Nothing didn't happen yet, but it was getting to a point where it could have. You know what I mean? And yes, she was mad as hell at me. You know what I mean? And of course, I was every name in the book for the most part. Now, she called my mama first. She called my mother. Told my mother on me.
I don't like them things.
And then my mama called me and never warned me. Didn't tell me shit. Nothing. She just called to check on me. How's my grandbaby doing? And talking, and we this, that, and the third. Get off the phone with her. She already knew what was popping.
Didn't tell you nothing.
Tell me shit. Nothing.
Miles
I still be throwing that shit in my mama's face today.
Miles wild for that.
You straight wild for that.
You wanted me to have problems at home. What's wrong with you? Thought we was doing this together, Mom. What's the problem?
Right. I thought we was on the same squad, yo. And then like literally, I was ignored. When we had sex, it wasn't good. It was like just laying there. Yes, women go through postpartum. So you rectify that first year postpartum. After that, it's like, hey, my G, something? Can I get something?
Yeah, that's rough.
It went to 2.5 years of probably having sex, probably within those 365 days, 3 times, man. Maybe 4 times.
My shit was rough for a period, man. And when I look back on it, I try to look on things I could have did better. As I walk into current situations, I could have communicated my position better.
I did.
I don't think it would have made a difference though. Be honest with you.
It was not because I communicated my position. It didn't make a fucking difference.
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't make a fucking difference at all. And when women talk about men being hands-on, did you just come and pay bills? Nigga, my first years of my son, damn near to now, always with me. I left the house. I lived in my studio, dog. It was to a point where I wasn't getting no physical touch. I just lived in my studio. Sean had a bassinet at my studio. He was always with me. I throw him in the bassinet. I used to have his drinks and formulas, everything with me. He was always with me. So,
the sad thing about it, man, like I always did homework with my son.
See,
I used to always wash the clothes. I always woke up with my son in the morning so she could sleep longer.
Do that still to this day.
Bro, it don't matter. Whatever's gonna go down is going down regardless, B.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? If that's the kind of woman that think men ain't shit, she's still gonna think men ain't shit. I don't give a fuck what extra shit you do. I mean, I was with a woman that would go to the mall and stay like 8-9 hours. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. I got my son, whatever. Now, not saying she had no good qualities, but as far as us maintaining what we had, nah, my son interrupted that. But it should have been something that both of us could have had joy and experience
together. Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was separate. You know what I mean? If I talk to her about it now, she might see it differently, and she might not. I don't know. She's had another child since then, but she's by herself with that child. So she doesn't have to share that space.
Right.
A lot of women don't do well sharing that space. Like, we're not trying to interfere with you bonding with your child, but this is my child as well.
Right.
I want the child to do as well as you do, but also what women don't understand is leaving that child up under you too long isn't helping him.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? He has to grow and develop on his own as well. So many dynamics to it, and you know I could have handled it better conversation-wise. You're saying you went out and did that part. Do I think it would have made a difference? No, but I might have felt better because I said what I needed to say in the right way.
Right.
Things I said was flipping beds over and leaving the house and coming back the next day type shit. That's what I was doing.
Right.
And that's not helping nothing.
Not
I was drinking more and you know, instead of having a conversation, I'd drink something. Because I was just trying to escape what I was feeling because damn, I can't even sleep in my bed. I can, but I'll sleep in the bed, woman, baby in there kicking arm and leg all over the goddamn
looking like
place,
a capital
bro.
H. Looking like a capital H, bro. Because them motherfuckers turn sideways.
Bro.
Foot in your back.
Wake up, his whole body damn near on my damn chest, bro.
See?
Like, fuck is this? Hand in my mouth. Bro, this can't, how is this comfortable for you?
Right. And then when you don't sleep in the bed, now they got an issue. Why you ain't sleep in the bed? No, dog, I can't. I can't do it. The few times that Sean slept in the bed, bro, I got up and took my ass to the couch.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I'm on the couch. Dog, it's been times I went and slept in his bed. He had a nice sized bed. I went right in his bed and slept in his bed.
Crazy thing is.
And then he got up and walked in his room and then laid in his bed while I'm laying in his bed. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Crazy thing, and I'm saying this as a figure of speech, it's probably alarming numbers of people that would hear us say that and be like, damn, thought it was just me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Relationships that have ended off of that shit. Relationships that probably could have been dope.
Yeah.
You know, and
when you realize y'all didn't have no issue until you had your little one, and neither one of you knew how to talk.
The hardest thing in the world is being a guest in your own house.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? And
especially if you're the one paying for that motherfucker.
I mean, you just made it worse, bro. I wasn't gonna go there, but I can say like this: the best feeling in the world is a mother, even if it's not your child, but a mother that can balance her time with being a mother, being that nurturing mother, with maintaining your relationship. And as I get older, I look at it differently. Now, seeing someone that does that, that's just like, it's just an amazing feeling knowing a woman takes the time to do that. And even though we can say that's how it should be, yeah, it is how it should be. But in today's climate, that's just not what happens all the time. But so it's like you don't even have a blueprint.
Right. But we also reciprocate. That's the thing too. We reciprocate as well. You know, when you find someone that does that shit, we do the same. We reciprocate that. I don't know what these girls be looking at or what they be seeing or who they dealing with. Dudes that just come home, sit on the couch and receive their meal, and while you washing clothes and doing homework and cooking the meals. I don't know nobody to do that shit, son. I don't know that. Bro, me and my wife work from home. Dishes getting in the sink. Normally, I wash the dishes. I'll just wash them because I'm in the house. I'm not gonna let them pile up. Or we got an older son now, but you know, before then, I would do it. Wife don't take out trash. I don't often wash clothes, but I do. If I have to, I knock them shits right on out. You know what I mean?
Bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit right now, bro. I would feel good to go downstairs and wash some damn dishes.
See?
I mean, I live by myself, but sometimes I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, especially with the family.
I would feel good to just wash some dishes so she can come downstairs and be like, oh shit, they washed already.
Bro, how about this? Right before we did our pod today, right before we did the pod, it's in the morning. I cooked breakfast. I went downstairs.
All of that, bro.
Toasted up some bagels, made cheese omelets, egg whites, turkey sausage, turkey bacon, hooked everybody up, brought everybody their plate. Erica came back downstairs with her plate. We sat next to each other. We ate, talking and laughing. And she was like, baby, thank you for the breakfast. She was like, I ain't expect you to cook right now. You know, it's pretty early. And on Sundays, the boys would just go grab a bowl of cereal. I'm like, nah, man, no need for them to grab bowls. So they eat cereal throughout the week before they go to school. So put this little breakfast together. Everybody get something to eat and everybody be good.
Yeah, man. Like, there's power in that, man.
Something light, you know what I mean?
There's power in that shit, man. Hell, even if it's just some fruit. Bring a bowl of fruit and some fresh.
I do that often. Yeah.
Man,
Shit, we do that for lunch a lot of times.
So you go with the flex, bro.
You know what I mean? Straight fruit, little fruit bowl. If I don't chop up nothing, I'll go run to Publix, pick up the little fruit. You know what I mean? The big joints, like pour them out.
I'm gonna let you cook. What else you
little
do?
yogurt, little yogurt.
Little yogurt. What else? What else? What else?
Oh,
You
no,
got
I beat cheeks on lunch too now.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Lunch break is beat cheek season.
Now you,
like we work from home, the cheeks getting beat on the lunch break. So
now you really flexing. Okay.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. To me, that's the best. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do not like after the kids go to sleep sex. I don't like it. I'm cool on that because you gotta be kind of quiet. It ain't even kind of quiet. You gotta be quiet. It's quiet. So I don't like that. But being that we work from home, that afternoon, that orgasm is different, bro. You let out your animal instinct. Ah!
Yeah, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta hold back. You can do it in the kitchen. Hold back. Do it in the kitchen if you want to. Downstairs, garage. You can pick a room.
You chill.
Yeah, break a chair. You know
bro. Right. That's why my chair broken down. Yo, I fucked up, man. And right after I had told you about the chair break, I did the same shit. I was telling my daughter. I said, Erica, I broke my chair. She like, what are y'all doing? And I started laughing. I said, yo, why did you go straight to that, yo? I couldn't do nothing but laugh at her, bro. She was like, I don't want to know that about you. I was like, yo, I just said my chair was broken. That was it. Why did you go straight to the gutter with your mind, man? She's like, because I know you. I was like, that's how you got here. I tell all the time, that's how you got here. I know me and your mama don't like each other, bro. But that's how you got here.
Hey, dad is still young and functional, so
facts.
I don't know what you thinking.
Shoot.
I'll tell my son in a minute. Pop still get busy.
Shit, I ain't 70.
Yeah, when I'm 70,
you do that ill shit when I turn 70. Me too. I plan on cooking too. It gonna be some pills helping to cook, but
not always.
I plan on cooking.
Keep watching that diet, man. A little Blue Chew don't hurt though. But still,
yep.
Blue Chew ain't nothing but a vitamin.
That's it. Put it under your tongue, let it dissolve.
You know what I'm saying? Work it out.
Shit. But man, that's all, man. I ain't got no more. You got anything you want to add, man? Anything you want to, end this off correctly?
I want to add something different, man. I'm gonna do a challenge to the people that listen to us or whatever. This thing right here, when y'all wake up in the morning, try not touching this thing for about an hour.
I've been doing that lately.
Write down your goals. We're gonna try a vision board. I want everybody to do this again. I want you to have your goals. I want you to look at your goals every morning. I want you to look at your goals before you go to bed. Instead of looking at your phone every morning before you go to bed. We're gonna try that. We're gonna see how things go on and pan out. Program in your mind the things you want to do. Don't use everybody's highlight reel as the blueprint. You know what I mean? We all progress in different levels. Sometimes you got to update your board. Sometimes you got to add things to your board. But let's focus more on the things we want to try to do, man. There's a lot of things you want to try to do might seem scary. They might seem scary to other people. Some people not going to understand your journey. But to get started, just put this thing down for at least an hour in the morning. And during the day, put it down for an hour. While you're checking your emails and all that, just take a little focused hour to get things together. And watch what happens, man. Progressive motion. That's what we're doing this year.
As someone with a vision board, he is definitely correct. My wife and I do a vision board every year. We do a group one and we do our own separate goals. And then we mark them off. We literally mark it off.
Well, the thing with that is a lot of people will say they don't need one. And my answer, no, I'm saying my answer would be to this. There are billionaires that have one.
Yes.
So if you have one as well, how will it hurt you?
Yes. It's good to see what you visualizing. It's
how
good
will
to
it
just
possibly
look at
hurt you? My thing with anything in life, how will it hurt you? If you suggest I do something I've never done before, I'll ask myself, how will it hurt me?
Right.
Is it taking that much time away from me that it'll be a problem?
No.
Then why not try it?
And you're right about this phone.
Everything I do ain't right.
Put this shit down. Don't jump on this as soon as you get up in the morning.
This is for everybody.
Yep.
Only reason why I have my phone near me is my alarm.
Yeah,
when I cut it off, it needs to sit there when I go shower and get the ball together. I shouldn't touch it again until I'm ready to leave.
Yeah.
The message is there.
It'll just stay there until it's time to get till I get ready to get to it. Yeah.
I get in the car, get ready to leave. But getting up in the morning and getting ready, this prevents a lot of people from getting up and starting their day.
Yo, and using your phone have you in there taking a shit mad long. That fucking phone down,
Nah,
man.
I
Your
ain't
morning
like that.
shit, get to it.
I'm weak on that. When I'm on that toilet, bro, the legs fall asleep. Oh my
All us
God.
are. A lot of us are, dog.
Oh, boy, I gotta
Yeah.
get up.
And then you realize you've been sitting there in the toilet empty. You ain't did nothing but piss.
Nah, my joint be loaded.
Whoa.
My joint be loaded. That joint, but still. And then the worst thing is, I look at this joint and I got like 10 messages, 15, 20 messages or something. I just act like I gotta go through all of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. And you don't. Bro, for a minute, I let Instagram pile up with messages. I just started answering them.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're still gonna end up answering it the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just put the phone down like 30 minutes ago and you're picking it back up like, oh, I'm about to miss something.
You ain't gonna miss shit.
Bro, you okay. You okay. You okay.
I agree, man. I agree. Well, everybody, this is the Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
We'll catch y'all next week, man. We appreciate you all. And next week we will recap the live podcast. All right. Peace.
Yo.
Oh, grabbing the wrong thing.
Shit.
Hold up, man. Don't say nothing crazy.